Hi, I'm Patrick Lewis. I'm a photography major at the Art Institute of Fort Worth. I've been studying photography since my senior year of high school 6 years ago. I started working at Fort Worth Zoo 5 years ago, which allows me to photograph my passion, animals. Now when I'm talking about animals, I don't mean pets, I mean wildlife. I don't mind photographing people, but I prefer to photograph animals because I love them so much, and I hope to make a business out of it someday. This photo was taken at the Cameron Park Zoo in Waco, Texas. The subject is a male or bull African elephant framed by tree branches. One thing that I like about this image is the fact that it is easy to tell that the elephant is the subject of the photo because the branches are silhouetted. It was very hard to get a good image of him because of the tricky lighting that day until I moved behind the trees. This false gharial lives at the San Antonio Zoo. This photo was especially difficult because this little crocodilian was in a glass enclosure, which was probably a good thing because those teeth could really hurt. I love that he's the same color as his background but doesn't just disappear. This photo was taken at Animal Kingdom Park at Disney World Orlando. There are 3 kinds of giraffes in this image, and one of them is a hybrid, but don't ask me which. Every time I look at this image, I find another giraffe. I didn't realize they like to play hide and seek. I like that it gives the appearance that the photo was taken in their natural habitat, instead of a Disney park. This photo was also taken at Animal Kingdom. My favorite of all things to photograph are saltwater crocodiles. In this photo there are 13 crocodiles. Look carefully and you'll see Righty, so named because he is missing part of his right leg. This image was difficult to shoot because I was harnessed to a suspension bridge, but you gotta be willing to push the envelope to get the great shots. This is one of my earliest photos from my time at the Art Institute. These little guys live at the Fort Worth Zoo. When people see this image, they are reminded of an old Budweiser commercial, which I had not seen until after I took this photograph. I actually shot this with my on-camera flash, but I got lucky because there was no glare on the glass. This photo was taken the same day as the 3 frogs. Once again, there is no glare on the glass, but this time there is a small glare in his eye, which I think adds personality to the snake. I love the way he almost fills the entire image. The ordered pattern of his scales is almost hypnotizing. The eye is the same way. It's almost like he's saying, "Trust in me." These next 3 photographs are from my Off Their Rockers portrait series. This series was about old people doing things they don't normally do. I call this image Preparing for the Ultimate Heist. In this image, 2 oldsters are planning to rob the Federal Reserve with only 2 weapons, a pistol and an AK-47. In front of them are blueprints of their target. I chose to shoot this image in black and white because it fits with the crime theme. I call this the granddaddy of all skateboarders. It's actually my 81-year-old grandfather who had never been on a skateboard, ever. We put wedges between the wheels and the board so that it wouldn't move, but he did a great job making it look realistic. To the untrained eye, it looks almost like a stop-motion photo, when actually it wasn't moving at all. This photo was created with the idea of every little boy running around his backyard with a towel pinned to his t-shirt pretending he is a superhero. I love how the colors pop in this photograph. The reds, blues, and greens are so vibrant they grab your attention. It almost looks like he could take right off. This last image is the one that made me fall in love with photography. The funny part for me about this image is that it doesn't have any animals in it. I took this photo in front of my high school during my senior year. My teacher liked it so much that he sent it into competition. It was also featured in our senior video during prom. I really love the way the sunlight reflects off my tennis shoes. If it weren't for that last image, I don't know what I would be doing right now. I've always wanted to do something that involved wildlife. Photography allows me to learn more about animals and live out my dream. Thank you.